Hello, everybody. This, I'm Michael Vegliano, and you are listening to Watchman News podcast show. Brand new channel that I created solely for podcasts. My mission here is to educate you into God's prophecy through the Bible. Today's podcast is episode 1, Knowing the Enemy. And we'll begin right after this. So, today we're going to be in the book of Matthew, and we're going to start with Matthew 16. And I'm going to go ahead and read to you where Jesus fingers out the enemy. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, and tempting desire him that he would shew them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, When it is evening, ye say, It will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. And when his disciples were come to the other side, they had forgotten to take bread. Then Jesus said unto them, Take heed, and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. And they reasoned among themselves, saying, It is because we have taken no bread. Which when Jesus perceived, he said unto them, O ye of little faith, why reason ye among yourselves, because you have brought no bread? Do you not yet understand? Neither remember 5 loaves of the 5,000, and how many baskets ye took up? Neither the 7 loaves of the 4,000, and how many baskets ye took up? How is it that ye do not understand that I spake it not to you concerning bread, that ye should beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees? Then understood they how that he bade them not beware of the leaven of the bread, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. Now we'll move on to chapter 23 in just a minute. But here he just describes the enemy, what they think, what they're up to. And also how the apostles didn't get Jesus' message right off the bat. Beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. He clearly meant their doctrine. Beware of it. So let's go to Matthew 23. Give me a minute. Okay, Matthew 23. Let's get some little in-depth about how Jesus is talking to them. Then he spake Jesus to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and not do. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. But all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their cyclaches and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms at the feast, and the chief seats in the synagogues, and greetings in the markets, and to be called men, Rabbi, Rabbi. But be not called Rabbi, for one is your master, even Christ, and ye are brethren. And call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your Father which is in heaven. Neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Christ. But he that is greater among you shall be your servant. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men. For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore ye shall receive the greater damnation. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye compass sea and land to make one proselyte, and when he is made, ye make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. Woe unto you! Woe unto you, ye blind guides, which say, whosoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing. But whoso swear by the gold of the temple, he is a debtor. Ye fools and blind, for whether it is greater, the gold, or the temple that sanctify the gold? It's a question. I'll read that again. Ye fools and blind, for whether is greater, the gold or the temple that sanctify the gold? And whosoever shall swear by the altar, it is nothing. But whosoever sweareth by the gift that is upon it is guilty. He is guilty. Ye fools and blind, for whether is greater, the gift or the altar that sanctify the gift? Whoso therefore shall swear by the altar sweareth by it, and by all things thereon. And who shall swear by the temple sweareth by it, and by him dwelleth therein. And he that sweareth by heaven sweareth by the throne of God, and by that sitteth thereon. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Thou blind Pharisees, cleanse first that is which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye are like unto white sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones and of all uncleanliness. So you see, Jesus fingered out the enemy right there, and the enemy of old is the enemy of new. Today's Pharisees and Sadducees, they are the enemy. They are the chosen one of Satan. For they work for him. So to continue on, we're going to go to Matthew 24. And I'm just going to read a little bit of this. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be one left here, one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and they shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Now I want to point out verse 9 that they in this verse are the Pharisees and Sadducees. They are going to do that to God's faithful ones that have been saved, like myself and many of you out there. So I'm going to leave the rest of this chapter for another time. I've actually done that in a video, but I'll do it on a podcast and we'll do it a little more in depth. But what I'm trying to get at is Jesus knew the enemy all along. Jesus called the enemy out. And a lot of you people out there don't see the enemy as but the president or the government or governments, the UN. No, the enemy, you have to dig a little bit deeper. And in digging a little bit deeper into the Bible, you'll find that Jesus called them out. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. And if you like this, please subscribe, like, and share. Above all, share. And I want to wish you many blessings for the day. Have a great day. Thank you, and goodbye.